From Vero Beach to Springdale, a chef finds his kitchen and a corporate GM finds his community. One seller and his wife built a restaurant together, ran it well, and decided it was time to travel. Another gave nearly 30 years to a burger restaurant that became a neighborhood institution and wanted to hand it to someone who could keep it that way. Two very different sellers, two very different buyers, and two transactions that close the way restaurant deals should when the right broker is in the room. Deal 1. A chef relocates south and finds the right restaurant in Vero Beach, Florida. By Ted Tallman. We sell restaurants, Florida Port. St. Lucie. Listing number 30857 is a good reminder that the smoothest transactions do not happen by chance. They happen when a well-prepared listing meets a buyer who is ready, motivated, and exactly right for what is being sold. The listing. A well-positioned restaurant in a stable coastal market. Vero Beach offers something buyers relocating from busier markets often find appealing. A genuine community with a loyal customer base and a dining scene that rewards operators who care. When this restaurant came to market, it was not in distress. The sellers, a husband and wife who had built and operated the business together, were simply ready for the next chapter. A business sold out of strength is a very different acquisition than one sold under pressure, and buyers feel that difference from the first conversation through closing day. Why the previous owners sold. The sellers built this restaurant as a team. After years of running it together, retirement and travel became the priority. This was a planned exit, not a reactive one. They were motivated to close, cooperative throughout, and committed to making the transition work for everyone involved. Bringing the right buyer to the table. Ted Tallman managed this transaction from listing to closing, and by his own account, it was the cleanest deal he has completed to date. Buyer, seller, and landlord were aligned from the start. Communication was clear, expectations were set early, and the process moved without the friction that derails so many restaurant transactions. The buyer is a trained chef who relocated from the north to be closer to his mother. He did not come to Florida looking for a job. He came looking for ownership. 3 things made this listing the right fit. The price made the acquisition financially sensible. Vero Beach offered the market stability he was looking for, and the business gave him a foundation to step into immediately. Deal 2. A community burger restaurant passes to a corporate GM. Ready to lead his own team in Springdale, Arkansas. By Team Tyson. We sell restaurants, Arkansas Northwest. Listing number 29793 is the kind of transaction that reminds you what a well-run, well-loved restaurant is actually worth. This burger restaurant had 615 Google reviews and a 4.6-star rating before it ever came to market. When it did, it attracted a buyer who understood exactly what that reputation represented. The listing, nearly 30 years of community trust in Northwest Arkansas. This burger restaurant in Springdale is not a new concept finding its footing. It spent nearly 3 decades earning the loyalty of a community. The seller came to the area as a college student in 1995, stayed, and built something that became a neighborhood fixture. By the time he was ready to sell, the business had the reviews, the repeat customers, and the operational rhythm that serious buyers look for. Why the previous owner sold. After nearly 30 years of building this burger restaurant into what it became, the seller was ready to retire and relocate. He had given the business everything it needed to thrive and wanted to leave it in capable hands. That made him an ideal seller. Motivated, cooperative throughout due diligence, and invested in the right outcome. Closing the deal. Ty and Jason of Team Tyson guided this transaction with a methodical approach that gave the buyer every opportunity to build conviction before committing. They encouraged him to visit the burger restaurant as a customer and experience the product firsthand. He went back multiple times during his evaluation, watched the staff work, and saw people he recognized from the community enjoying their meals. By the time he moved forward, he was not guessing. He knew exactly what he was buying. The seller recognized the result publicly, leaving a 5-star review for Ty and Jason. Professional, knowledgeable, responsive, and true to their word, why the buyer said yes. The buyer grew up inspired by Emeril Lagasse and turned that passion into a career, rising through Darden restaurants to become a general manager with Longhorn Steakhouse. He had the management systems, operational depth, and leadership track record. What he wanted was something of his own. When he found the We Sell Restaurants listing, he recognized the opportunity immediately. Many of his Longhorn employees were already fans of the restaurant. The reviews were exceptional. The product held up on repeated visits, and the vision aligned. Serve his community, take care of his employees, and build something that supported his family. This restaurant gave him the platform to do exactly that. What these two transactions tell us retirement-motivated sellers make for cleaner deals. Both sellers exited deliberately on their own terms, with well-maintained businesses and a genuine interest in finding the right buyer. Buyers with operational backgrounds move with confidence. The chef came with culinary training and a clear vision. The former Longhorn GM came with management systems and institutional knowledge. In both cases, experience shortened the path to a confident close. Conviction built from experience outperforms conviction built from paperwork. The Springdale buyer ate at the burger restaurant multiple times before closing. That kind of first-hand knowledge produces buyers who close and do not look back. The right broker makes the match. Ted Tallman kept buyer, seller, and landlord aligned through a frictionless close. Ty and Jason guided a corporate operator through a thorough evaluation and delivered a result that earned a 5-star review. Neither of these transactions happened by accident. Ready to explore your options? Contact a certified restaurant broker at We Sell Restaurants today for a confidential conversation about the value of your restaurant and what a sale could look like for you.